Johnny D. Just listen to Mario Cristobal and Joe Rosa's show. Sounded so defeated. What can you say to your team? I heard the interview with Mario Cristobal and Joe Rose today. I got to say, Mario, my brother, I'm on your bandwagon. I'm not getting off. I'm on your, I support Mario Cristobal. I do not apologize in any way, shape, or form for his entire season last year and what happened on Saturday. And guess what? I also cannot apologize for, cannot defend how he handled that interview with Joe Rose. That was terrible. He has yet, when Joe asked him about the decision, he says, no way to rationalize it with the decision. We should have taken a knee. That's not good enough. And then when he was asked, what did you say to Don Chaney? You got to move on. We should have taken a knee. I'm sorry, dude. Mario, my brother, you're missing the boat completely here, my man. I'm not hearing I screwed up. This doesn't fall on anyone except me. I made this terrible decision. I cost the entire program the loss. When you, what did you say to Don Chaney? There's nothing to say to Don Chaney. You're supposed to say. What I told Don Chaney is, hey, Don, this is my fault. You shouldn't have been carrying the ball. We should have been taking a knee right there. I did the irresponsible thing. Don, this is not on you. Not, hey, what did you tell Don Chaney? Well, we got to suck it up. We should have taken a knee. No, Mario Cristobal, my brother, you are missing the boat here. You are not falling on the sword. You are not falling on the sword. And you need to fall on it, my man. You cannot allow this to be a decision about the program. This is a decision of Mario Cristobal. I saw that interview, and you can tell he was, bothered by doing the interview, and he was mad still. He was short on answers, and I get all the frustrations. You're still not taking accountability for all of this. I mean, your comment on Saturday night, I'm paraphrasing, but it was something like along the lines of, God, I thought I wrote it somewhere here over the weekend, but basically, I told them this, that, and we should have taken a knee, and let's just move on. And I also mentioned two hands on the ball. And you're like, yo, why the two hands on the ball? There's no reason for you to bring up two hands on the ball because there wasn't supposed to be two hands on the ball. There was supposed to be knees on the ground. Knees, bro. It's about the knees. And when I saw that interview with Joe Rose, or heard that interview this morning because I was interested, I said, he's normally on with Joe on Mondays. All right, let's check it out. So I put it on while I was preparing, and I was floored. There's still there. This has to be where no one's at fault except me. I'm not hearing that from Mario Cristobal. We should no, there's no fucking we, dude. It's you. You screwed up. You're in charge. You put Don Chaney in a terrible position. You put your team in a terrible position. You made the second worst coaching decision in the history of the University of Miami football. And for those of you that weren't tuning in on Saturday when I did the recap, Jimmy Johnson will always hold that, because what he did with Vinny Testaverde in the Fiesta Bowl wasn't one bad decision. It was 4 quarters of bad decisions by allowing Vinny's ass to continue to throw interception after interception after interception. So Jimmy Johnson will always own the dumbest decision in the history of University of Miami football. But Mario Cristobal, there is no doubt he is a mighty close second. Because what happened on Saturday was catastrophically freaking stupid. But what Mario Cristobal needs to say is, it's me. I screwed up. No one else. Does Tua point fingers ever? No. Does Spo ever point? No. They take the heat. That's how and that's what the leader does. Now, we should have taken a knee. Oh, it was a bad decision. No, I made a bad decision. I put Don Chaney in a terrible position. I should have never put that young man in that position. Don Chaney has nothing to do with this. I am fully to blame here. I have not heard that from Mario Cristobal. There's no we here. It's him. And in this moment, he has to be the lightning bolt. He has to be the guy taking all of the heat. He's trying to include everyone in this decision. He has to exclude everyone from this example. He has to absolve everyone from this. He has to tell the public, it's no one but me. I am the one that made that decision. Because I heard Joe out. Well, I wonder what was the communication like, this, that. You need to put that shit to rest if you're Mario Cristobal. You need to be the guy that just stands there, just like you're like that person that gets caught in an electric thing and a fence. And Mario has to be the guy there just taking all the heat and criticism, even though, because everybody else has already given it to him, but he has not actually become that lightning bolt for everybody else in the program. And that's what I didn't get from that interview, that I think Mario Cristobal dropped the ball. Again. Anyway, what can I tell you, folks? What can I tell you? Really can't say much about this. I can tell you Welt Rheaume, they're in Hollywood. They are phenomenal. If you think you've got a case, well, all you got to do is pick up the phone, right? The consultation's free. Ask for Jeff Welt. Explain to him what happened to you a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, 2 years ago. Statute of limitations may not be up. You may have one hell of a case. And this is why you want to call Welt Rheaume. They are in Hollywood. They service all of South Florida, all of Florida, too. We got a listener in Orlando that hired Welt Rheaume several months ago, folks. Please call them 954-966-4646. Jeff and Dan have been at this for well over 20 years. They've got an amazing track record. They bring these corporations to their knees. I witnessed it firsthand when they took down Progressive for us after a bunch of kids took down the wall of our house. But anyway, so I'm telling you, you want to call Welt Rheaume. I promise you. And the consultation's completely free. 954-966-4646 for Welt Rheaume. Does this one mistake erase all the positives steps this program has made? Not at all. Not at all. I think I told you I am totally behind Mario Cristobal. Completely behind Mario Cristobal. But, okay, Mario Cristobal, he's got problems now. Let's not kid ourselves. Okay? He's not going to be trusted from here on out. And now he's going to be under a bigger microscope. So any other mistakes, they start to be magnified even more. And when it comes to trust, he lost trust now. When you make a horrific decision like this, you should be questioned, unfortunately. And so now he's going to have to deal with that. And this is part of the game. So while I haven't quit on the guy, I'm still supporting the guy. I'm not defending anything he did. I ain't defending last season. I'm a Mario guy, and I'm the first guy to tell you Mario Cristobal owns the worst season I have, worse than anything we've seen in the past. Anything that Al Golden did and Manny Diaz and Randy Shannon. Mario Cristobal's season last year was worse than all of those. And that's bad. Can't defend it. But again, it was a mess that he inherited, so I gave him, he got a total pass last year. You can't give him a pass on this one, unfortunately. And so now he will be under a microscope. And let me tell you something, he better do a good job from here on out in those kind of situations, because if he doesn't, people will want his head like they want it now. Because there's a bunch of people now that have said, yeah, this guy ain't. I mean, think about this. If you're in the administration, you got to be questioning him. And the fact that this is habitual, that he never puts a knee, that he's been doing it all season, and in 2018 lost a game just kind of like this with Oregon. So, we're talking about a guy that he has this conservative style too. So we'll see. He is going to be under a microscope whether he likes it or not. This decision was viewed by everybody, bro. This was a primetime game. It's on at 8 o'clock at night. There weren't a lot of games on. So a lot of people saw Mario Cristobal do one of the dumbest freaking things people have ever seen in the last 20 years on a football field. In their eyes. Some people will tell you what they witnessed on Saturday was the dumbest effing thing they've ever seen in their lives. You're going to hear people like that all across the country. Wow, that's one coach I would never trust. He has to now deal with that. Now he has to come up. See, here's the problem with Mario now. Now he has to do even better than what he was supposed to do. And he has to start coming up with some incredible performances, because mediocre performances will be magnified too. He put himself behind a brutal 8 ball now, and he deserves it, unfortunately. There's no excuse, dude. You did a lot of stupid shit last year, and on Saturday, you did some king-size stupid shit. And there's no defense of it. So it's just the way it goes. You could do whatever you want. You're going to, you do this, you have spoiled the trust of people. Now they look at it and go, I can't trust this guy on a game day. And now he has to earn their, let me tell you, the North Carolina game this week, wow. You better come up with one hell of a performance, dude. If you lose and even lose ugly in this game, that's going to really, really turn a lot of people off. So we're going to see how all of this is handled. And again, very disappointed in his Joe Rose interview, because he still has not completely lied on the sword all by himself. And that's what he's supposed to do, and he has failed to do that. He has made it sound like a program thing, and he has to make it sound like it's a Mario Cristobal only thing, and he hasn't. Very, very disappointed in Mario in that sense.
This is the Big O Show. This is is the